What's going on, guys? My name's Spence,
And I'm Mitch.
and we're two brothers who really love King of the Hill. And today we're on season 2, episode 19, Leanne's Saga. And this is the one where we finally get a glimpse into Luann's backstory a little bit, and we get to meet her mother.
And her mother, for when we were discussing this episode, this has a personal effect on some of us and some of it doesn't, because I think some of us, like myself, have dated an absolutely crazy broad. And that's what Leanne is. So,
And yeah, I think most of us guys, to one extent or another, have dated a version of Leanne, but there's like a spectrum, right? Some are very towards the crazy spectrum, some are not as crazy, and you definitely had your run-ins with the one that was definitely more towards the extreme end of that crazy spectrum.
buried the needle on the crazy end.
Yeah, she was off the charts, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I feel like the more you learn about Luann and her backstory, the more incredible it is that she turned out to be such a warm and caring person. But yeah, given her background and given the kind of mother that she had, it was obviously a rough go for her.
Peggy has been instrumental, though.
That's true. Yeah, Peggy has really been the guiding hand in her upbringing and her relationships and making sure she turned out all right.
And Peggy's really the hero of this episode. I love Peggy in this episode.
She definitely is the hero of this particular episode. And she also gets the short end of the stick, as we can already see at the beginning of the episode, where Luann is shuffling Peggy aside in favor of her mother. And just to interrupt here, I really like this quote where Boomhauer says,
Well, I don't know. I never met the lady, but she did her time.
I tell you what, man, ain't no dang old lady about her, man. They're getting old liquored up, man, on coming on strong up, pawing me like a dang old animal, man. I'll tell them no means no.
Oh, yeah.
they all know that she was a totally crazy bitch. And they are not, ooh, oh yeah, that would hurt like hell to drop the vice on your foot.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Holy shit.
Might lose some toes, depending on the shoe that you're wearing.
Oh yeah, and but yeah, they all know how crazy she is, and we also learn that Bill has this disgusting foot fungus.
Speaking of foot fungus, I went to the water slides with a group of friends not too long ago, and one of the friends brought one of his friends who I didn't know, and the guy had disgusting toe fungus. Like, it really put me off.
Especially now you're going to be swimming in the same pool as that shit, and it's like
God. Yeah.
my wife will never go to like a pool or a wave park because she thinks that they're disgustingly dirty, and it's hard to disagree.
Yeah, she's probably not far from the truth.
Yeah, fuck. Kind of lost my train of thought thanks to that.
We have Peggy consoling Luann, of course, and Luann blowing off Peggy again.
Luann's mother is not going to be there to support her, but we are going to get to meet her shortly. And Hank's giving Bobby a pep talk.
Thanks, signal. When I give you this signal, you run to the Gribbles.
We get our first look at Luann's mother, and you can see that she's stuck in her youth. She's one of those women who never escapes like the 21 phase, perpetually
Yeah.
21.
Yeah. And you can see her white trash roots. I love how they add that.
Definitely off-putting.
Very much. Just go get it redone.
They emotionally manipulate the Hill family basically into letting her stay, even though Peggy said she would sooner tongue kiss Bill before she lets her stay here. And Bobby screws it all up by basically suggesting it in the first place.
Why don't you stay here?
Bobby?
And Hank delivers Bobby the signal.
Yeah, and he just gets up and runs away.
Bobby?
She's even got the disgusting like little heart tattoo on her breast.
I know. That one also brings back memories.
So yeah, they're basically are forced into her having no choice because Leanne is saying she's going to take Luann away if they force her out, if they force her to leave. And Peggy will have none of it. She doesn't want her to stop going to school. She basically is forced into letting this tramp, this white trash,
Parasite.
this parasite exactly into their home. And she's going to stay in the garage. And Hank is very upset because now he's never going to finish his workbench.
Oh, that would piss me off for sure.
We learn that Bill's got to kick the alcohol habit if he wants to get rid of his foot fungus, which is honestly, he probably should.
Oh, given his state of affairs.
And that is a very prison-esque thing there, Leanne, using some sort of like whatever she can get her hands on to create makeshift weights.
I've heard about that. I've never actually seen it, though. I didn't know it was a thing.
Oh, it's definitely a thing, yeah. And we got Luann introducing Buckley to her mom. and she just goes wild.
It's so off-putting.
I know, eh? To have your mother hit on your boyfriend. Oh, God.
Shamelessly.
In front of everybody. And Luann just doesn't care. She's none the wiser. She just lets Buckley run away. It doesn't give a crap.
I just noticed that Budley fucks off and she doesn't even pay any attention.
I love Bill's little excitement here over the fact that he can finally show his feet to everybody and he's playing hacky sack. He's super stoked about it.
He's got his Birkenstocks out. Birkenstocks suit Bill, though, big time, I must say.
Bill is
Walked
located as
into a
the
spider's web.
yeah, he walked into a spider's web. He's located as her next mark instantly.
Oh boy, Bill's so easy too. Just child's play for her.
Oh, exactly. She's the kind of woman that will know an easy mark when she sees it. No, instantly, no hesitation.
Second nature.
Exactly. Because, yeah, you're right. She's a total parasite. And at least when she's not drinking, she's somewhat tolerable. And that's something that her and Bill bond over, the fact that they can't drink, as Bill donates all his beer to Hank. That's a solid friend, eh?
Absolutely. Plan's let down again.
Yep. Poor Luann. Her mother once again shafts her and refuses to come out and support her. And instead,
The
she's
part is that the schoolmates and teacher make fun of her for having what's the word?
absent mother.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Having an absent mother. That's not really something to make fun of somebody about.
Yeah, but we all know that teacher's a total bitch. Even Hank
Yeah.
calls her a bitch one episode.
Yeah, Hank nails it.
Man, putting on nail polish, clear nail polish, that's a weird thing, I feel like, for a guy to do.
Yeah, it's like a veneer for your toes. Or a varnish. This is a great little gag. Bobby's so innocent. Morning.
Oh, man. And I was thinking when I was watching this, if one of my friends or something like that came into, like, my room or my house and, like, had sex on my mower, even though I don't have a ride-along mower, or a workbench or something like that, God, I would be furious. I don't know if I could ever forgive them.
I don't think it would take me a long time to be able to forgive that.
Yeah. Oh, God.
And quite a few bribes. The bragging, though, if you're apologetic, that's fine. But to start bragging about it, oh, buddy, that would send me right over the edge.
Especially with Hank.
Absolutely.
Poor Peggy just keeps getting shat on by Luann, basically saying that she doesn't need her to be her mother figure anymore because she's got a real mother now.
Oh, God.
And then we
That one hurts me.
and we see the white trash starter pack that Leanne buys, the cigarettes, lipstick, and mascara.
Wrap it up. I'll take it. Wrap it up. I'll take it.
Yeah. And that is actually Wrap It Up, I'll Take It by the Fabulous Thunderbirds. For those who
Okay.
didn't know that song. And they do a really funny gag about the Fabulous Thunderbirds in American Dad.
Do they do like a tie into the band itself or just the song?
Klaus buys everybody tickets to go see them, which nobody's heard the Fabulous Thunderbirds before. And he keeps pumping up the concert, and no one's excited about it. And then he misses the concert, and everybody goes and was all pumped.
Yeah, I definitely had not heard of the Fabulous Thunderbirds until you brought it up.
Neither did I. It's just I instantly think of Klaus now anytime I hear that song. Season 5, Episode 10, Family Affair. If you're a fan of Klaus, it's a Klaus gag, so check that one out. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, anytime you hear that song now, you will associate it with American Dad.
And Klaus specifically. I'm a huge Klaus guy.
Yeah, that's the goldfish, right?
Yeah, the German goldfish.
And back to the episode, because Bill has spent all his money on this tramp, he can't afford his own medication for his foot fungus. And
That's an American thing, isn't it?
yeah, that is a very American thing. And she basically is forcing it in Leanne's face and is basically like, give me a foot rub, touch the fungus foot. And this just sends her over the edge.
Who could blame her, though? This is...
That is a rough request. And in order to do it, in order to get there, she decides that she's going to get drunk, even though she's got a court order not to. And you can basically see by the change in her expression that it instantly unleashes the beast.
I like Bobby on this one, though. If you want me to hold it tight, say T. If you want me to hold it really tight, say RT.
Okay. If you want me to hold it tight, say T. If you want me to hold it real tight, say RT. That'll be our system.
All right. T. Ah! Ow! Dang it! I need my workbench.
I know. It is just such an innocent boy thing to do. And Hank has quickly learned that someone has drained all the beers. He's giving Bobby the signal, red alert, red alert. Oh, man.
He's right here. Oh,
Yeah.
God. This one right here. This scene almost happened to me.
Yeah, where you get entangled with a woman like this, and she's like obviously abusive, hitting you in front of people and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
There's this idea kind of lingering. It's an old-fashioned idea, slowly dying, but not fast enough, that women can't be abusive and they can't hurt or assault men. I hate that idea. It's one of the worst and most backward things that still exist in our society.
Yeah, just because they can't hurt or assault you physically doesn't mean they can't do it other ways.
She gave him a real hard shot. That is a nasty bruise. It just gets worse and worse for Bill, taking that snake into his house.
Oh, yeah. She moved in and everything.
Moved in quick, and Bill is still in the honeymoon phase, in complete denial. And oh God, this is disgusting, seeing Luann
Yeah.
like this. I know she wants to emulate her mother so badly, but there are just some people not worth emulating.
Namely, people who go to jail.
Yeah, that's a big red flag. Bill makes the big announcement that they're getting married, and Luann is actually overjoyed. Now she gets a new stepdaddy.
Yeah, and Bill absolutely loves the idea of having a daughter.
Yeah, and to be honest, I don't think he would be the worst stepdad for Luann.
No.
She could do a lot worse.
Absolutely.
And yeah, this here where you hear them arguing and smashing plates and everything like that, and Bill comes running out of the house. Just classic abusive behavior.
Just hurling plates up. Poor Bill. What is it with King of the Hill about and breaking plates?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there's a lot of plate breaking in the last couple episodes. And Bill does the classic denial of why he's got a black eye, says that he fell into a door.
That's an interesting story. You know what? I was walking, and I walked into a door.
Wait a minute. How is that interesting?
I remember when Mom punched herself in the eye accidentally doing some kind of task, and for the next couple of months, everybody was giving Dad looks.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
Awesome.
Here we have the absolute crescendo of her skankiness. I guess you could say her trampiness, her
White
trashiness.
trashiness.
Yeah, her trashiness, exactly.
We find out that Leanne is only 34.
Yeah, she must have had Luann young. But yeah, she does
Yeah.
not look 34. She looks about 10 years older than that.
Yeah, I'd say so. Prison ages you quick, though, I imagine.
Prison, anger, constant drinking, probably some other drug use.
So fucking bad. It's so gross. It's so gross.
Yeah, her dancing and everything, and John Redcorn's offhand comment.
Poor Bill. His woman is making a fool of him.
It happens.
They love throwing those in, the John Redcorn and Dale moment.
Hank was waiting for permission to go, and yeah, she's just going totally crazy. And then this is what sets her over the edge when she is like basically forcing herself on Buckley, and he calls her a skank.
She's got the fork.
Yep. This is out of control. And then Peggy comes in, and yeah, as you mentioned at the start, she's the hero of this episode. And this is where she becomes the hero, confronting Leanne, basically telling her that you're acting like a total piece of shit. You have a daughter now, you have to act like it. And
Nobody wants you here.
exactly. And for a moment, it looks like she's going to actually turn over a new leaf and calm herself down. But unfortunately, the moment Peggy turns her back, she goes crazy and attacks her.
You can never turn your back on a crazy person.
That's for sure. And I love this where Dale pepper sprays them all by mistake. That's one thing about the pepper spray people don't know is it's like an area of effect weapon.
Compensates every man at the barbecue.
And yeah, Peggy literally kicks her ass. She goes Hulk mode and absolutely destroys her. And yeah, she
She tries to take Luann with her.
she gets so upset and embarrassed and humiliated that she just leaves and steals poor Bill's truck.
I think that's the last time we ever see Bill's truck. I don't know if I'm right about that, but I think he switches to like a Tempo or something.
Yeah, I think you're right. He switches to a smaller little car. And
They don't actually mention that, but it's a nice little touch that they did, I think.
so he never gets the truck back. He just lets her
Never
take it.
comes back.
And I like how he ends it, where it's like, if she comes back, then I'm going to call the police.
Yeah. Even Bill knows that it's never happening.
Yeah. Thankfully, Bill finally realizes his screw up, and he's like, yeah, this is over. And they have a little rebonding moment with Peggy and Luann here to end the episode. When they come back
Very
together.
sweet.
Yeah, they bury the hatchet, and now they're all back on track. All right, Mitch.
Yeah.
So what do you think about this episode?
Oh, this one I'm going to give her a nice round 8.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable. I'm going to go a little lower. I'm going to give it a 7. It's an okay episode. It's not one that I have a lot of fondness for or remember particularly, but it's a pretty solid episode.
It's got some good laughs. It's got some great lessons in that one. Some fantastic life lessons to be learned there.
That's true. There's definitely a lot of good lessons about the kind of people you should be bringing into your life.
Absolutely. That could really make or break somebody's life, actually.
I was trying to figure out who does Leanne's voice, and it's actually the same voice actor as Bobby Hill, Pamela Elton.
Wow.
Yeah, I did not know that until I looked it up, so there's a random factoid for you guys.
That's pretty impressive.
No kidding, yeah. Impressive range for sure.
Yeah.
And going to our IMDb rating, we got a 7.6, so like literally in the middle between us.
Yeah, we have a habit of doing that, I feel like.
Yeah, we always split the difference.
Yeah.
But overall, that's another solid episode behind us. And I'm really excited for next week's episode. It is one that I've remembered my entire life. And every time I rewatch it, I feel like I learned something different, or I learned something new, or noticed something I didn't before. This is the one where Hank ends up hiring a drug addict to come work at Strickland Pope.
Oh, I love this one. Eh?
This one is hilarious.
Junkie Business.
Yeah, Junkie Business, exactly.
That's an absolute classic. Cannot wait for that one.
All right, guys. That's been us for now. So thank you guys so much for watching. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys. See you next time.
No, I think the best thing to do is just let her go. If she doesn't come back, it means we were never meant to be. And if she does come back, well, then I'll call the police.
You kicked her ass, Mom,
Yes, I did.
but she's a better dancer.
You do not know that.